Hello everybody and welcome to the Alien vs Predator Galaxy YouTube channel. This is Aaron Percival aka Corporal Hicks, and if you're a regular listener to our podcast you'll recognise this following voice as one of the community guest stars that I often tap when I need some help doing something, and it helps that he can come and sit next to me in my kitchen while we're doing things. Who's here?
It is Shevvie.
And we're playing quite possibly one of my favourite Alien games. Board games, that is, and it's something I've been meaning to do for years. It's something I brought this rig that my camera is currently attached to, even though it's not massively sophisticated to fit everything on the table right now, but it was brought for a purpose, and that is that I can finally show everybody out there how to play Battle Yahtzee AVP edition.
Wait, I didn't sign up for this. Where's my keys?
In all honesty, I've not played this. I brought this. It's been sat in my cupboard for a while now. Now, if you've seen the title or the cover image or you recognise some of the artwork, we are playing Legendary Encounters Alien. So, what's finally got me off my arse and making me do this is the fact that AJ, Voodoo Magic's recently posted up a unboxing and mini review kind of thing on the Predator variant of this game, and it's reminded me that it's been a couple of years since I've really played this through, and I thought that was about time that changed and we actually got some footage of the game on the channel, because I actually learned to play this while watching other people's YouTube stuff while I was waiting for it to come out over here, because I was really, really excited when this game was announced. I grew up with trading card games. I grew up with Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic. And unfortunately, I was a bit too young at the time when the Alien and Predator collectible card game was coming out, so I never found out about that until after it was a dead thing. I did collect all of it over the years. I recently finished the collection. I say recently, it must have been about 4 or 5 years ago. But I've never actually had the chance to play it. We're at a point where there's now that many games coming out that we're quite behind on stuff. Yeah,
stuff.
Haven't had a chance over the years to even play that card game. But because of how much of a fan I was of card games in general, when this was announced, when Legendary Encounters Alien was announced, I was so excited for it. The first one came out, so there's 3 boxes. The first one, which is just Alien, it's called Legendary Encounters, an Alien deck building game, which came out in 2014, and it's a big box. It's a big ass box with scenarios for the first 4 films, 4 characters each from the first 4 films, and all the bits and pieces to do that. Then in 2016, an Aliens expansion came out, which was for the 35th anniversary of Aliens, I think. And that, even though it says Aliens, it was 2 unique scenarios that were brand new to the game, but you did have more characters from the films. I think they added Brett and Kane to Alien in particular. And then in 2019, they did an Alien Covenant edition of the game, which was just Alien Covenant. So you had 4 characters from that and various enemies and stuff that were themed around that. So this is all played on this lovely, big, large map that's been dinged over the years. You can't really see it, but I managed to damage the corner up there, because this saw some abuse when it came out. I played this so much with the housemate at the time. We played this a good few times, haven't we?
Yeah,
over
played
the
this
years.
a few times, yeah.
Yeah, it's just been a little while, and of course, being locked inside for the last year
Didn't help.
Didn't help doing things like this.
But we keep coming back to it.
Yeah, we do. It is to this day still one of my favourite games when it comes to Alien. So Legendary is a engine from Upper Deck. Legendary Encounters is their unique version that they did for Alien and Predator, and I think X-Files might even use it, but there's other things that just use the Legendary system. The Missus has Buffy next door, that's Legendary Buffy. Marvel, Firefly.
See the James Bond one?
Must have been a recent thing, that.
Maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, so they use it for a lot of things, but it works really well for this. So we have all these gorgeous pieces of art as well. I love the strikes. That's actually one of the strikes. Kevin Einhart, I think, did these two, I think. I can't remember them all the artists' names, but they are all art. They're not screen caps, but we'll see them as we go through. So
it's worth a quick mention as well that you can mix the Predator game in this to make it a bit of AVP.
Yes, so the objectives that you play through, they did release like a Predator themed one, so you could use the Predator stuff. I haven't had a chance to play through that ourselves yet, but I did buy them. I just haven't played them. So with this game, what we're trying to do is basically defeat the Hive and accomplish 3 objectives that each scenario has. So we've gone for Alien for our first one because, well, why would we not play through from the start? So this is our location, the Nostromo, and this tells us what to do when we pull hazards, which are cards that we can find in here. We don't want to, but unfortunately we are going to always find them, and this tells us what we have to do. So for the first hazard, we will add 2 more aliens to the complex, which is this bit up top. For our second, the top deck of the Hive, which is this one, goes straight into the combat zone. And for the third one, the hazard stays where it is and pushes down like an enemy. And then when it gets down here, it causes a lot of damage. We don't want that, but we're inevitably going to have that. But the first objective of 3 that we've got for today is to find both parts of the SOS. So we're jumping straight towards heading down onto LV-426 to investigate the derelict signal. Now you pick avatars, is what they call them in this game. So it's just like a generic role. So mine's medic, so obviously he's going to have some abilities to do with the medic. And it just dictates your special fancy starting card that you get, which for me was Battlefield Medicine, which allows me to draw a card and then heal any strike from any player. Chris, what you got?
So I am playing as the Scout. Oh, go. There you go. And my ability is that I can draw a card and I can scan any of these rooms for free. Very useful.
Yes, so what makes legendary encounters different from the legendary games is that the enemies come in face down and push along face down. The other games tend to have them face up so you can then interact with them straight away, but in Alien and in Predator what you have to do is scan them first by spending attack points to flip them over, which allows you to know what's coming in, it allows you to fight them, but it also means you potentially trigger events. So one of the card types that's in here is an event, which can, each objective has a negative thing that happens when an event is triggered, and alien eggs will hatch if an event comes up. So it's all part of the game, but it's all quite interesting as to what comes up. And there are 2 values in the game. There's attack and there's recruit. And what you use recruit for is buying new characters from the HQ down here. So because it's a deck building game, unlike Magic, you don't buy booster packs. You get everything you need in the box and then have to roll with it in the actual gameplay. So we buy these characters for their value here and then add them to our decks to keep cycling through. And the idea is you want to get loads of those so you can chain abilities and trigger abilities and stuff like that, because otherwise all we're playing with is these basic cards here. So that's basic attack and that's basic recruit. So you need to get your deck as nice and full of the new guys as you can. Alright, and we draw 6 cards at the beginning of our turns. You going first or second?
Well, I've got a very even hand, so I will go first, if you don't mind.
Yeah, by all means. Okay, so at the start of each turn, we add an alien from the hive deck into the complex, and if there's any to the left of it, it pushes further down and further down until it comes down into the combat zone, where it becomes a problem.
So what I have is I have three recruit, 3 attack. So
very even hand.
Very even hand. So I'm going to spend 3 recruit, and I'm going to buy the motion detector Lambert.
Do you want to show that one off?
Yep. So what she allows to do, if I can find another card in there and play that before this, I get to scan another room for free. But she also has 2 recruit, so she'll hopefully be quite useful.
Worth 2 monies. Okay, so with 3 attack, Chris isn't able to scan this one because this one costs 4. So it's the beginning of the next turn. While he's drawing his next hand, a new alien enters the complex. And what do I have? I have the exact same hand that Chris did. 3 attacks and 3 monies. So I'm going to use my 3 monies to scan. And what we find in here is an alien egg. So like I said, we're pretty much jumping straight into investigating the derelict. Oh, this could be super annoying, this is. Okay. Egg. This alien does not move or strike, and when we flip over an event, the egg hatches and a facehugger jumps out on us, basically.
That is bad.
That is bad. Although they are relatively easy to deal with. So I have 3 monies. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start early actually. I'm going to spend 2 to buy this quarantine procedure Ripley. What she allows me to do is look at the top card of mine or Chris's deck, and I may kill it or put it back. Now what this is good for is it allows me to filter out my basic cards so that I'm seeing my fancy cards that I've been buying from here more often. So over to you, Chris. The egg stays where it is, and we have a new guy.
Right, so playing my reconnaissance character. So as we said before, I get to draw a card, and I get to flip over or have a look at one of these. So for bang for buck, might as well do the 4. Hope for the best.
And not get another not get an event. Yeah.
So another egg. I have 4. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy a coordinate attack, because with coordinate, with this keyword here, with that keyword there, if I've got that in my hand, I can give Hicks a copy of that card and give him 2 attack.
And coordinate's a very helpful card to have. You can only use it once each turn, but yeah, it can come in pretty handy.
So not having enough attack to scan room, it's time to reshuffle.
Okay, so mine's a very money heavy hand. I'm going to play my special guy, which is draw a card and I may heal any strike from any player. And this isn't very helpful at this stage because we're not taking damage. But otherwise I've just got 2 attacks and 4 money. So the obvious thing for me to do is scan the med lab, but I'm kind of worried
I pulled my coordinate card straight away.
Ah, brilliant.
So it can be played if you need
Yes,
it.
do it. Let's get rid of one of these eggs.
Okay. That should be shuffled in.
So what it actually allows me, he plays this and draws to fill his hand up, and I get to play an exact copy of that card. So I will add 1 of my attacks and kill one of the eggs. Then I've got 4 money, 4 recruit left, and I am going to purchase one of the coordinates myself so I can return the favour, hopefully, if needed. So when you've got to draw a card and there's none left in your deck, you basically then shuffle everything that's in your discard pile together. This means that you're then cycling in all the special cards that you've been purchasing. And it means your deck's always in a different order. So over to you, Chris.
Okay, so straight off the bat, I've got 3 attack, so let's get rid of that egg.
Okay.
So I also have 3 recruit. So I'm going to buy...
That's your symbol.
This one.
Or that one helps you filter.
It does, but this one lets us obviously have a quick look.
True.
These.
Oh, I can give you 2 attack if you want.
Same card back. But it's up to you if you want to scan mail now. It's free. It's done then.
Then I'm getting 4. I've got 4 myself, so I could scan the vent shaft. No, I'll scan the
2?
vent shaft. Yeah, I'll stick it. So it is a cooperative game, but there are ways to introduce PvP into it. So the Aliens expansion came with the ability to play as an alien queen. The Covenant expansion came with the ability to play as David. And even in the base set, there was I think it was called Hidden Agendas card, which is kind of like what the RPG does, where you all have your own objectives to complete. I don't think it was massively interested in the card game. I think they were all generally the same from what I remember. So I don't think I've ever really used them. But it's in there if that's what you want to explore. Right, I have 3 monies. I'm going to buy another one of these quarantine procedure Ripley's to help cycle my cards. Not cycle my cards, filter my deck. And then I've got 4 attack, so I'm going to scan the ventilation shaft and
good ball.
Find half of our objective. So our objective for this objective is to investigate the SOS, and that involves scanning the complex to find 2 parts of the SOS symbol. Not symbol, SOS signal. So until
we're bit of art as well.
A cool piece of art, yeah. There are some really good pieces in this, like the SOS one, the Parker one that Chris got earlier. There are some perhaps not as good ones. These ones are okay. These ones are all good, but I think in the Alien 3 expansion scenario there were some not so good ones. But that's me done.
Okay. So again, my class card come up, or avatar. So I pull a card. I get to scan a room. So
that's your free scan.
Free scan. Event.
Right, so there's no eggs to trigger, which is cool. So this is the event card, by the way. Just the corridor of the Nostromo. So it doesn't trigger any eggs, but what it does trigger is the rough landing on our objective, which is that we each draw a strike. So you and the next player draw a strike. So I'll let you draw your first one. So strike's how we determine damage in the game. And Chris pulled one of the beastly ones straight. Look at that. That is gorgeous art.
Gorgeous.
A lot of the strikes are really gorgeous art.
Yeah.
So he pulled a big 3 straight away. And I have got a deep gash. Again, another nice piece. Yeah. So on our avatar cards, we actually have our health there. I think we're both 10.
Yep.
The above is armor, which doesn't apply to this scenario. I think that's for when you're playing against each other, from what I remember. Okay, so still your turn, isn't it?
It is. So I've got 5 recruit.
There's 2 more Coordinate ones.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go for a coordinate. Although I am taking your symbol.
No, it's just fine. Coordinate helps everybody.
I have 2 to scan. So I will use my 2 grunts to scan the lab and pull the hazard.
So, the first hazard. So let's take a look at the artwork first. The same for all the scenarios. It's the helmet on the Nostromo detecting the signal. Though it says purge backwards. So that what happens is again what we determined on this earlier, which is brought something back. So this is supposed to be bringing Kane back with the facehugger, and that's add 2 cards to the complex. So those 2 that Chris just cleared, the game has added back in.
All for scanning a room.
All for scanning a room. But that's the point of the game. It's all about managing the complex and trying not to let the board state get too out of hand, which can quite easily happen. So I have my roll card, which is draw a card, and I may heal a strike from any player. So I'm going to get rid of Chris's big brutal gash, was it? No, brutal puncture. Technically, they don't hit the discard pile until the turn ends. So I'm now going to play Quarantine Procedure, which was the Ripley that I brought earlier. And what that does is let me look at the top card and decide if I want to kill it. So this is good for getting rid of cards like this, which are just the basic guys. So he's going. So I've got 1 attack and then 2 grunts. So I've got 3 attack in total. So I will scan the power station and find an egg. And I have 3 monies. So I'm going to buy this first aid Warrant Officer Ripley, because I don't think I've brought any of those yet. And replace it with a quarantine procedure. So I've got 1 left. I'm reshuffling, and then we will head on over to Chris to crack on.
Okay.
So the egg stays where it is. The other aliens jump over them. Okay.
They're coming.
They're coming for us.
So, Avatar card again. So I get to draw a card. And we get to scan a room for free.
Yay!
Jonesy.
So, Jonesy is reveal.
Come on, camera.
Come
You
on.
can do it.
If Jonesy is in the complex, choose a player to gain him, otherwise kill him. And he's a good one because he draws a card and then heals a flesh wound from any number of players. So if we were playing with more than just the 2 of us, that would just be an all-round table heal. And he is helpfully my symbol as well. So I'm assuming
That is going to you.
that Chris is giving that to me.
Yep.
Yes. And again, cool piece of artwork as well.
So we have 2 attack.
Oh, so that's rough. I've only got 2 coming in my next turn as well.
Yeah.
We've hit 1 event, so
There's another one there somewhere.
I think Jonesy is the second deck. So there, you can kind of
It's a 1 in 3 chance.
count cards here, yeah. So 2 in 3.
2 in 3.
2 in 3 chance. You're gonna have to do. Well, it depends if you're gonna. I'm not gonna be able to kill the alien on our next turn. So it depends if you draw a good attack hand.
It's a bit metagaming though, isn't it?
Yes,
Tell you what,
but it's got to be done anyway.
we'll take the chance.
Yeah. Which one?
Let's go Med Lab.
Go Med Lab. And it is.
Oh.
Oh. So this is the second part of the objective. So that means that we have now completed objective 1. And we're moving into objective 2. Sorry, I keep hitting the auto focus so you guys can see the cards. he says, in theory. Block the ventilation shaft is what we need to do to achieve this next one. And if we draw an event now, the next player discards 2 random cards from their hand. So in all likelihood, these 2 cards are both events, and that means we're going to be triggering some random discards. But ideally, we want to be killing that first before we do anything.
We do.
That.
So I have 5 recruit. So I'm going to buy one of these so we can start going through our cards and getting rid of some basics.
Oh, it's a good one to come up.
And a 3. Yeah. Excellent.
So this one's good because it's Chris's symbol, and when chained properly, it will allow him to start drawing more cards. Because in the card game, more cards is always a good thing. Right, so an alien's coming down. Oh. Okay, I'm going to play Quarantine Ripley to look at the top card of my deck. It's another one of these guys, so I'm killing it. I've got 2 attacks, but I don't want to scan because I don't want to trigger an event. And then I've got 5 monies. This is a heal card, but I can't trigger it because I can't play another one of its symbol beforehand. But I've got 5 pennies. What am I going to do? I'm going to buy a Find It and Kill It Parker, which allows us to coordinate for 2 attack. And then... Bless you.
Sorry.
Over to you, shall
we? Okay. So.
I can't give you anything this turn.
Straight away. I've got 3 attack, so let's get rid of those eggs.
Okay. Oh, you could have given me that last turn, and I could have killed it.
I was too busy sneezing.
Okay.
So I'm going to play this one, which allows me to look, or us to look, at the top 2 cards of the barracks.
They're both attacks. They're both your symbols. So
yep.
Which are you more interested in?
I think I'm going to go for this one because I've got more of this one.
Okay.
Okay. So I have 3 recruit left.
Which won't buy you anything other than that one, which is the same one you've just played, and that one.
Tell you what, I'm going to go for a Sarge.
Okay. So, we haven't shown Sarges yet, but they're basically a generic opponent, although it's just a sergeant. So, they all cost 3, they're all 2, give you 2 recruit, and they all have coordinate. But where it's different and why they face down is that the symbol up here is different. So that would have been a good one for me to buy, but because we don't know what's coming up, we don't know what we're getting. We just know that there's a guarantee that we'll have an option for 2 recruit and to give it to each other if we need to. Alright, I hope you don't pull a good card because I'm going to start triggering some of these events. Right, so I am going to play my roll card to draw, well, first draw a card, and then heal my wound. I have 2 monies.
I can coordinate to attack if needed.
Well, I now have enough to just scan these to untrigger these events, so I might just get rid of your entire hand. I wouldn't be your entire hand, it'd be 4 of them, but 2 monies, so I'll buy one of these just to get rid of it. I'm sorry, mate, but I'm going to do it.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend 4 scans, 4 attack. No, oh god, one of them was an egg. Okay. Actually, is one of them a recruit attack? Did you say?
Yeah, coordinate.
Coordinate. Yeah, give it me. So I've spent 2, we'll do that and get rid of that. Okay. So I'm assuming that other 2 coming up say event. I need to start trying to get through some of these.
We do. So me to go?
Yeah, you to go, bud.
Okay, so I'm going to use 2 grunts to scan Medlab.
Medlab. It is an event. It's from the second deck, though. So I am getting rid of 2 random cards. Because events or people are disappearing. The next player discards 2 random cards. And we've got, oh, Chris, you got rid of my good ones.
Sorry, matey.
And I think that other one's going to be another event.
Well, I'm not going to go for that one.
Well, you might as well. I'm not going to be able to do much.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you might as well.
Okay, let's scan airlock.
It is another event. Okay.
Oh, that's been spent.
I do have 3 monies now, though. Alright, so pushing down. So was that all an attack hand?
Yeah.
So my hand has been reduced to this thanks to those 2 events. I can't trigger anything, so I'm just going to spend 3 to buy Sarge myself.
I can coordinate to give you 2 extra. Recruit.
Yeah, it's too late. I've done it now.
Okay.
And then over to Chris.
Okay. So I'm going to play that card, which is a quarantine procedure, which allows me to look at the top deck card of my hand. Oh,
Right.
I'm not going to get rid of my
avatar. I
avatar.
want to get rid of your roll card now.
So
I can give you 2 attack if you need it.
Ooh. I don't think it's worth it.
Otherwise, I have 5 attacks on my turn.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 recruit, which is rather tasty.
Well, that guy's good. That guy's good for you. That guy's good for you. You can get both of those. You can get both of those.
Yep, let's do that.
And we refill them with both of the exact same cards. Right, we're about to see our first alien. I'm just going to leave them face down for now while I push the others down. But when they come out of the complex and into the combat zone, we flip them over. And we get attacked by them at the end of the turn if we don't do anything about it. So, first up is the Skittering Xenomorph. At the end of each turn, if this alien is in the complex, turn it face down. So that would have mattered, because if that was up here and we scanned it and we didn't have enough attack to kill it in that turn, it just flipped face down, meaning we couldn't get it back again. And this is obviously supposed to be the chest burster attacking Jonesy. But he's come out of hiding, gone into there. It means we can now put a few pulse rifle rounds into him. Which is exactly what's going to happen to him shortly. But first I'm going to play Jonesy, which allows me to draw a card. None of us have got any flesh wounds, so it doesn't heal them. I have 2 money, which won't do anything, but I'm going to use its ability to look at the top 2 cards. Put one on the bottom and one on the top, and keep that on the top, I think. And then you can get rid of the other one. Because you don't want to overflow your decks with too much money with recruit cards, because the point is to attack.
Well, there are some objectives where you need a lot of recruit.
Yeah, this is true. So I'm going to spend 3 to kill the Skittering Xenomorph. I've got 3 left, so I'm going to scan the power station and trigger an event. Sorry, mate. That's 2 random cards discarded.
Hit me.
2 basic.
Oh no,
dudes.
Well.
Okay, so 1 more comes down.
So we need to go.
You need a good scan hand.
Do need a good scan hand. Well, got my avatar. Now it's important that I'm playing this symbol, which you can't really see, first. So it allows me to draw a card.
It's like a brain with bullets in it for some reason.
Yeah. And scan.
So this is... So that's the free scan off his roll card. And we have scanned a Shedding Skin Xenomorph. So again, this is supposed to be the chest burster as it's growing. Poor little Jones under him. So he's 4 while he's up here in the complex. But once he comes into the combat zone, he then takes 3 more to kill. So that's, again, trying to show it growing.
Okay, so the next card I'm going to play is the Expert Navigator card. Now, because I played that symbol beforehand, I now get to draw another card, which means, unfortunately, I've got to reshuffle. Because I am out of cards. It shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, the decks get progressively bigger, but they're always generally tend to be moderately sized. It's not like playing with Magic.
So,
nice.
I just pull an extra attack card, which is quite
It's
flavorful.
quite
It gives me
tasty,
5 now in total to attack. So, what we got?
Might as well kill that dude.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Or do you risk scanning 2 more rooms and we see if... I'm not going to be able to kill him actually, so... Probably better you do.
Yep, fine. We'll kill him off. Save something getting knocked down into us next time.
True. Yeah, just at the top. It's fine.
Right. That'll be my hand 3.
We'd let you buy another one of the card draw ones.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to play my roll card to draw a card. Again, no wounds to be healed at this point. I'm going to play Quarantine Procedures Ripley to look at the top card and kill it because it's a basic one.
I have a Coordinate 2 recruit if you need.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that because I think I'll buy one of these Captain Dallases.
Yep.
So I have 3 attack. So I'm going to scan the power plant. And what I flipped over is a Noxious Xenomorph, which I'll show you shortly. So, Noxious Xenomorph. Reveal. Players have -1 health for the turn, which doesn't really matter at this point. Again, more cool art. Not the game's best, but not the worst. And this is what's from what they call the drone. Is it the drone? Yeah, the drone deck. So this isn't... Oops. The game inserts random cards from the drone deck into the hive. They're supposed to be slightly easier cards to deal with, which gives you a chance to sort of keep a nice pace going, not get entirely overwhelmed, because the game can get out of hand pretty quickly. So that means we've got one coming down, which is
there we go.
A Shedding Skin Xenomorph. Normally costs 4, but now costs 7 to kill because it's in the combat zone. And I can give you 2 monies.
That would bring me up to 7 money, but
nothing particularly tasty.
Honestly not.
Well, that one's always good. I like him. That Dallas. He just needs to...
which I do have quite a few of, to be fair.
Well, yeah, it's the only ones in this one.
So...
And then did you say 7? Because then there's also that 2 cost one.
Oh, that should have gone into my discard part. So yeah, I don't have much at all going for me. I have 2 attack cards, basic grunt cards.
Well, I'll get you a scan anyway.
It will. No, I'm going to go for that Dallas card.
Okay, so let's see what comes up. And it is a First Aid Warrant Officer Ripley.
So I'm going to use the 2 attack on Medlab.
Okay, so we do Medlab because this is pretty much going to be coming down next turn anyway, so it's a waste. And it is a Skittering Xenomorph. That's the one that flips back over anyway. So it's
not going to help anyway.
Unfortunate, but it was the right call, Ripley. It was the right call. Is that?
That is that.
So what strike are we getting?
Oh, same artwork as before, but
so Chris likes taking brutal punctures.
do like taking a brutal puncture.
Right, so
I can coordinate to attack this turn.
okay, so I've got a Skittering Xenomorph come down to me anyway. Alright, but we want to get 7 is what we want. Can we do 7? I don't think we can. So I'm going to play Jonesy to draw a card. No flesh wounds to heal. Although that does now, what I've drawn is a first aid Ripley. Now because of Jonesy's symbol, it now means I can trigger a heal of that brutal puncture. We have 7 money in total. So I'm going to buy a Captain of the Ship Dallas for 4. That leaves me 3, so I'm going to buy another heal Ripley. I've got only 2 attack. I know what's coming down, so there's no point me doing anything. So I'll just play my quarantine procedure to see what's coming up. Nope, it's a good card, so I'm not killing
So
it.
don't coordinate, no?
Oh, did you say you'd
No, I
got
can
attack?
coordinate to attack.
Oh, shoot, yes. If you will then.
Yep.
And I'm actually going to get rid of the Noxious Xenomorph.
Fair enough.
Because it's the more expensive. And we're still relatively early on, so taking a few wounds hopefully won't be massively bad. And my 2 are, he says, double slash, which is draw another strike, which is then a deep gash. And then my second one is a flesh wound. So I've taken 4 damage that turn. I'm hoping Chris manages to pull 3 attack at least to start to clear out.
Well, 3 attack I can certainly do.
Am I going to get any coordinate in here?
Let's hope so.
We need to hit that 7. See, those shedding skin xenomorphs are a pain when they're in the... Yes, I can coordinate to attack.
Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Attack.
Okay. And now...
So that's been 8. We can get rid of
that big boy. So he gets discarded.
So I have 2 recruit. I'm not going to spend.
No.
I don't think so.
Don't want him.
No.
Okay.
So I will take a wound.
And it is a deep gash for 2. Alright, what's coming down? It's another Skittering Xenomorph. We're still looking to find the ventilation controls. Alright, so now I've got 4 monies and 4 attacks. I'm going to have to use 5 attacks, sorry. So I'm going to kill one of those. I've got 2 left, so I'm going to scan Med Lab. It is our second hazard. I believe it's our second one. Which means second one. Which means I've wasted what I did. Because, oh my god, it puts the top hive into the combat zone. Which is an event, which means that Chris is discarding 2 random cards.
Oh, it could have come out a better time.
Do you have a good attack hand?
No, not particularly. But
okay, what we getting? We've got that one, which is a boring guy, and a Sarge. And then 4 monies. I don't suppose you've got another Sarge in there, have you? No, shame.
I only bought 1.
I want some attacks, but I can't afford anything, so I'm going to take another heal Ripley. I guess it never hurts to be able to heal. Put that down, and my strike is going to be a face hugger.
Oh.
So that means that Chris has a turn, and I have a turn to do 3 damage. Or I get a chest burster planted inside my deck.
So we need to wait and see. Can you deal
I
with
will
it?
be able to deal with it.
You can
yes.
deal with it.
Yeah.
That's good. So I'm going to play this card, which allows me to look at the top card of my deck, which I'm going to sack off. because it's just a normal grunt. So, it's 1.
Can you kill one of
2
the
healers.
three? Yeah, nice.
Kill the alien. That is my turn. Done.
Oh, but what's coming down? What is coming down? It is another skin-shedding Xenomorph. But I have big fish to fry right now. And I can't get any heals going off this turn either. So, play Quarantine Procedure Ripley to look at the top card. Here's a specialist, so I'm going to sack it off. And then 1, 2, 3 to kill this facehugger. I have 5 money, so I am going to not trigger any. Trigger that one. Trigger. You have your orders to look at the top 2 cards. Oh, they were both good. They were both coordinate for 3 attack. But I'm going to buy this guy here, which is Electric Prod Parker. So if I played another Nostromo character before him, once this turn you may move an enemy or hidden card to any clear room in the complex, which allows us to shuffle things around. So I'm going to take a strike, and it is a Contaminated Puncture, which can't be healed. Which means I'm now on 7 damage. I only have 3 left until I die. I need a good heal hand coming up. And I do have a good heal hand coming up.
Good.
But I can't give you anything this turn, I'm afraid.
So here's a bit of fun.
Oh, hang on, something's coming down for you as well. Oh, it's the ventilation shaft controls. So there you go here. And what we have to do is once this room's clear, we have to pay 2 money to seal the hatch and do our second objective.
So this is going to give you a good example of cards chaining together when you pick up certain types of cards. So I'm going to put on my 2 grunts first. Right, now it's important I play this first with the bullet with the head symbol.
Yep. Which
is then going to let me draw a card. I'm then going to play this one, which will then let me draw a card. Yeah. Unfortunately, I only got 1 extra with attack. But, it's quite good. That's still 8 attack. So, do we risk scanning the floor and hoping, because it's 2 money, right? I have 6.
But then
4 even.
We're banking on that being
something squishy.
Something which I don't think it gets progressively worse as we get on.
It does.
So I think we're better off.
But it could even be an event.
Which is still bad.
Yeah, which is still bad, but it still clears the space. It's a risk.
I think we're better off killing
the dude. I could kill it.
I think we're better off killing the dude, but it's up to you.
But something could come down next turn.
True.
I think we'll kill it.
I think we'll kill it.
That wasn't bad.
That works out.
Wasn't a bad hand. You've got 4 recruit though. Is there any?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, we'll pinch him. Oh, that one would have been good. I can afford that one, but it would have been good.
Yeah. And the exact same duplicate of the same one comes up. So what am I dealing with? I'm dealing with a acid spray xenomorph. I'll show you that one in a second. So this
want to keep an eye on this card now. See what this one was.
You just want to see.
I want to see.
So this is another one of the drone ones that's supposed to make it a little easier to deal with. Acid spray xenomorph, and when we kill him, we can each kill one of our characters, which is actually beneficial to us because it's from your hand or your discard pile, if I remember the rules rightly. So it then lets us again cycle through. So I am going to first play my roll card, which is draw a card, and I then heal any strike.
I can coordinate an attack, by the way.
Oh, brilliant. So I am actually going to get rid of my Deep Gash. I'm then going to play Jonesy, which again allows me to draw a card and allows me to heal a flesh wound from any number of players. No, you only have a Deep Gash, don't you?
Nope.
So that's going to be one more of mine healed because I have a Deep Gash. Not a Deep Gash, a flesh wound, sorry. Deep Gash was what I already got rid of. And then I'm going to play a First Aid Ripley to get rid of Chris's Deep Gash. And then I'm going to play another First Aid Ripley to get rid of my Double Strike, which leaves me with only this contaminated puncture that I can't heal. So I did say I had a good healing hand coming up.
You did. So you don't need my tag.
I might do. Okay, so I've got 5 of those. So if I play Quarantine Procedure and kill that, and then play Dallas, that triggers his ability to then give me 2 more attack. So he's with 4, 5, 6 attacks. So I'm going to scan and trigger a hazard. Oh, but it's not going to be clear because he pushes down like an enemy. Oh, damn it. So our third hazard is self-destruct. Leave the hazard card face up where it is revealed. It moves like an enemy. If it gets down to the combat zone, discard it and each player draws 3 strikes. Or we can pay 8 monies to disarm it. I have 5 money.
Can't help you.
So I've paid 4. Well, if you give me those 2, we can. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that kills the Acid Spray Xenomorph, which allows us to kill a character. So get rid of one of the grunts. And then because I've already played that, so that's not actually hit discard. I'm going to get rid of the Specialist, which leaves me with 4 money. And I'm going to start buying better attack cards, even though it doesn't trigger anything. Right, so over to Chris, and he gets a Ash.
Uh-oh.
So Ash is an awkward one, because Ash requires a coordinate to kill him. Ash can't be killed unless another player coordinated attack with you this turn, so that's Ash grabbing Ripley's hair. Can I coordinate with you?
Okay.
Let's find out. I can indeed coordinate attack with you.
Shame, I only have 5 attack.
Even with no card draw?
No, not this turn.
Okay. Any free scans?
Nope, none of that happening this turn.
Damn.
So, I'm going to play this character first, though, for the Weyland-Yutani symbol. I'm then going to play this card, which is Teams of 3, which I don't think we've shown. So look at the top card of the barracks. If it's a character, then either gain it or put it at the bottom of your barracks.
So, free cards is always good.
Which is...
It's always going to be a character card unless something puts in it.
Captain of the Ship, which is actually quite a cool card.
Yeah, you do have some of that symbol, don't you?
No, I don't have any of it.
Well, your the one you just played is.
Oh, I suppose I do have some.
Yeah. But more attacks. So that goes in your discard.
Yep. So I have 5 attack in total. Oh dear.
Do you do these to see what these are to manage them before they come in?
Yeah, let's do the weapons locker first.
Okay. Actually
No, do mental first.
Start with the 2.
Yep. Oh.
So
Can't do
that's
that.
a double strike. So he is a twin mouth xenomorph. 6 attacks to kill, and he has double strike, which means that he attacks you. You draw 2 strikes instead of the 1.
Okay, I can't deal with that, so let's scan the weapons locker.
Okay, we have a airlock control. Nicely. So we're actually getting a little bit fucked here.
Yep.
Because we are now in deck 3 and we haven't finished objective 2. So the airlock controls are part of deck 3's objectives, which is when you reveal attached to the airlock, while this room is clear, you pay me 3 money to move an enemy to this room. That could be interesting because that could be moving stuff away from there to then clear that. Okay, so, and you draw a strike. I'll let you...
Dun, dun. Oh, it's a beautiful card.
It's the best card to see in the strike deck. A close call, which is not only gorgeous, gorgeous artwork, but no damage. Discard this. Okay, so...
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nobody's got any strikes to heal, so my hand is otherwise pretty straightforward. So, look at the top card and choose whether or not to kill it. I don't want to kill it. Then I have 3 monies. And 2, 4, 5 attack. Any?
No coordinates, I'm afraid.
So I guess, how do I do that? Because then I could potentially clear it, but then we're not going to have enough money to scan the power station.
Oh dear.
And it is the perfect organism. This is the final enemy of Alien. He has double strike. He takes 10 to kill, and he can't be killed unless he's already in here, in the airlock.
Things are about to go south real quick.
Yeah, true. We need to get that bloody...
The airlock.
Yeah, well, the vent
And the
closed first. So,
Yeah.
and I'm drawing a strike, and it is a somebody help. When you draw this, any player may show a red symbol card to cancel it.
I do not have one.
Okay, so I think I played one. Yeah, I did. I played one. So, what's coming down for you is a twin mouth xenomorph.
Lovely.
Oh, we're getting towards the end of the deck as well.
Oh, yeah, we are.
That means stuff's about to get reshuffled in random orders.
So, playing
I can coordinate to attack.
That's good. Got my avatar, so I'm going to draw. Hopefully it's attack. It's not. It's a Sarge. But, fortunately, I get to play that one because it chains and draw another card. Hopefully it's an attack. It is.
It is.
So we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attack.
Okay.
If you can coordinate attack, we can get rid of Ash.
I can. So that saves 2 of those for you. But do you want to see what's in here first and see if we can play that?
I've got the free scan from my avatar, which we haven't done yet.
Yeah.
So let's do it. We can get rid of that.
I think you risk it.
I think we get and we seal it because I have enough recruit to be able to seal that, which puts us on objective 3.
Yeah.
Gets us that step closer to victory.
Yeah.
But taking a risk on a wound.
So
seal it.
And that means we're now on objective 3, which is simply to kill the perfect organism. And if we draw any events, we move the leftmost enemy or hidden card in the complex to the combat zone.
Fingers crossed for a coordinate attack.
So you've got a Damaged hand at the start of your turn. Discard this and 2 random cards from your hand.
Ooh.
And a close call. Nice.
Take it.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
And now we have another twin mass xenomorph coming down. I need some good monies. Did I give you my recruit last turn? Did I give you my coordinate last turn?
No.
Okay. Okay. Can't trigger anything. No, I could do that. No, because that's not free yet. So that's.
Oh, we haven't been looking at paying off the hazard.
No, I don't think any of us have hit 8 recruit yet.
Nope. Oh.
We are about to get food though. So I've got 8 attack here actually. So I can at least kill one of those. Oh, you should have had an extra strike.
Should I?
Yeah, from him. Throat puncture.
Okay.
Well, I can kill one of them, but we're going to draw 3 strikes when that comes down. Then you're going to have 3 strikes anyway. It's got to be done on it. And then hopefully, if we can get a big attack hand, I can just kill him while he's on the airlock.
Well, it's not going to happen next turn, is it?
Why?
Because I'm going to have to discard 2 cards from my injury.
Yeah, because I can't heal it. Everything's about to go to pot, guys and girls. Right, so I'm going to get rid of one of these. I can't do anything else. I'm going to take 3 strikes, and it is the first one is a flesh wound. Second one is a deep, brutal puncture, and the third one is another flesh wound. Not terrible. No, thanks to Chris's. He picked good ones. He picked good ones, guys, to get rid of. And by good ones, I mean that sarcastically.
Terrible.
Okay.
Terrible ones to get rid of.
So now the hazard comes down. We draw 3 strikes.
Oof.
I'll let you draw first since it's your turn.
Okay. First one. 2 damage. That puts me to 5. Fallen Friend. At the start of your turn, discard this and kill a random character in your hand that costs 1 or more. Okay. One more?
One more.
A flesh wound. Actually, didn't show you the art for that one. For the Fallen Friend. Slightly inspired by Gorman and Vasquez, one would say.
Slightly. And my turn for 3, which is a contaminated gash. So I must nearly be dead. I am dead.
No!
Yeah, that's me dead.
Oh.
So I've hit 10. That's in there. Well, if you can somehow manage 10 attack though, you've got to win.
I don't think it's going to happen this turn.
Because I reckon you'll die from 3 attacks.
Yeah, I reckon I'm going to die too. So I've got to discard 1 card straight away. Well, kill it. Rough. I now have 3 cards left, of which I can't do anything with. I can scan a room.
You could scan a room.
I'll scan the Meslam.
You could buy that. Oh.
No, another one.
That's a meddlesome xenomorph.
Okay. Oh, how many wounds are we taking this time?
You're taking 3 wounds.
Oh, I'm taking this one's going back to me, so the next player also draws a strike.
No, I don't think so.
But surely that would just go back to me, wouldn't it? You'd think.
I guess.
So, another flesh wound. So am I on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're at 8. Draw another strike.
Oh, come on, close call.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Close call. Close call.
Dead.
So. Yeah. We dead. And the funny thing is this is the easiest scenario, in my opinion, in the box. I don't know if we're just rusty or it's just the nature of the game there, but yeah, this is in my opinion, the easiest scenario. Everything gets progressively worse as we get on, and then Alien Resurrection is just
ridiculous,
rock solid.
Yeah,
rock solid. And then the other ones are in the expansions are difficult as well. But you'll have to bear with us because that's the first, well, technically the third time we've played the game in a long time. Long time. I guess maybe we need to practice a bit more before we decide to do another.
Oh, no, we won the first game that we practiced.
Well, we did win the first game, but then the second game where we didn't record the audio at a good level and had to play it through again, and then the third game. But no, I hope you enjoyed this taste of gameplay. I don't know if it'll adequately translate across as to how well this feels like Alien, because I do really think it works really well, and the whole hidden mechanic I think increases the tension of the should I, shouldn't I kind of moments.
What was the card that I wanted to flip over?
Oh, I don't remember. I have to figure it out when we're editing it.
Ooh. But I mean, you can see we built a substantial deck by the end of it.
But maybe we just didn't build it right.
Sometimes it's just how it shuffles and gets drawn, though, isn't it?
Yeah, so. True. But yeah, so I hope everybody enjoyed this. We'll try and do some more over time, especially as we start to play it a bit more and get more in the swing of things again. But yeah, let us know what you think. Are you a fan of the game? Or are you interested in picking up the game? You know, sound off in the comments section below and let us know. This has been Corporal Hicks
and Shevvie.
Thank you for watching.